Hey guys, it's Paige Pierce.
And Nate Perkins. We saw some hot scores on the front nine. Austin Hoop in at 6 under, myself in at 7 under. Let's see if we can keep that pace up going into the back. Welcome to round one back nine coverage of the 2020 New Year's Classic at the beautiful Lake Chabot Golf Course in Oakland, California. I'm Nate Perkins, and I'm joined here with 5-time world champion Paige Pierce.
All right, I'm excited to see how you guys take on the back nine. Like you said, we saw lots of hot scores. Thanks to Local Root for filming this. This is awesome coverage on a beautiful course. We're going to see you, Austin Hoop, Armando Enseñat. How do you say it?
I think that was pretty good.
All right. Sean Tapley. Little hop in his form.
Yeah, once again, a Division I athlete making his way into the disc golf scene.
And Christian Eck, who actually throws with both hands. So this is going to be exciting. I can't wait to see how many more birdies you guys grab on the back nine.
All right, getting right into it. Hole 10. It's a par 3, 579 feet. It's got a pretty significant elevation change here. It probably plays more like 430, 440, and it's really all about that angle control.
Yeah, and it looks like the way the disc lands is going to be pretty important too, with that severe side hill, left to right, downhill.
That road that you see long is OB, and it is possible to sail along if you get the angle wrong.
Wow.
And that's beautiful angle control from Hoop.
Awesome shot. That was his champion T-Bird 3. What a crush with a fairway driver.
And this is Sean actually overturning a PD2, and that's going to be flying across that sidewalk and does not look like it's going to be making it back in bounds. What a bomb, though.
You get to drive golf carts out here?
Not during the round,
okay.
Unfortunately. Maybe one day.
But it makes practice rounds seem extra
fun.
It
was nice. And after seeing Sean overturn his, I'm just going to kind of play this safe. Play it for the 3.
Nice wide line. Never crossing the OB, though. Armando with a low flat line here, looking for a skip and a little more distance.
Come on. Give him a roll, too.
Oh, nice little roll up there, too. Sit.
Definitely needs to check down. We've seen him go across that sidewalk before.
On a slow roll like that?
Yeah,
Whoa.
It's possible. It's a pretty steep slope.
Licking his lips, getting all ready.
He's ready to go. Nice slow turn. Just needs this one to hook up. Oh, and it just kept turning for him. He's also going to be out of bounds. So this is Sean throwing 3.
Another PD2 here, but this one he looks like he put a lot of hyzer on. Did not want to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, it's a tough hole to gauge the distance on, for sure.
Christian put it perfectly under the basket with his champion Rhino.
And even this approach right here, I'm really happy to get that one that close.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to sail at 30 long. Nice approach from Armando. And Sean just decides to lay that one up even, and he's going to be looking at a 5. This is Hoop from 50 feet to tie it up.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can see he wanted that one just a little left side.
Ooh.
Just barely right side from Christian.
Yeah, you could really see in his body language he thought that one had a chance, and he'll have to settle for a 3 here. Keeping the score separation at 1 stroke going into hole 11. And Sean's going to fall back a couple with that double bogey.
All right, moving into hole 11. It's a par 4, 528 feet. That green is OB. Sidewalk to the right is actually safe, and the fence line on your left is going to be out of bounds. Really, it's just about putting it in position to have a clean approach through the window of trees. And Austin has done that perfectly with that forehand that he's just dialed on. I held on to that one a little too long, and that's going to be on the right side with somewhat of a tricky approach around that tree.
But it's not OB past that.
That's right. It's safe over there. And it's all of 415 feet to clear that green, and Armando's cleared it by 15 or 20 feet. It's a really good pump from Armando.
Yeah, it looked like a great line. Pretty similar line here, actually, just a tiny bit lower.
Plenty of distance, though. That's that world again?
Yes, that is his world.
And there's a roller from Christian. Just misses the card pass sign. And that looks to be a well-placed roller from Christian.
Awesome shot. He's really relying on that wraith for his long rollers and seems to be paying off.
Here's that 11-time Firebird.
Wow. What a bullet. Right in there.
He's got the touch.
Yeah.
Christian going turnover.
Whoa.
Beautiful line, and he's going to be parked for his birdie.
That was a beautiful little late flip into the green. Tiny bit high. Tickled some branches and dropped you down, but you're still inside the circle. Sean with the little Annie sidearm with his zone.
Oh, and that's a good tree.
Yeah,
Anything right of that tree is going to be a pretty tough little approach.
Oh, you didn't really have a putt to it?
Not really, no. I was kind of going to throw that one in it. I didn't have good footing. And definitely going to be missing one on this relatively easy par 4.
Nice birdie from Sean and from Hoop. And Armando and Christian. So Nate is the lone par here. Pars aren't bad.
No, they're not the worst in the world. Hole 12, it's par 3, 240 feet. This one is really tricky. It's going pretty uphill, and you've got a low ceiling from these 2 pines right off the tee pad. In previous years, you could go hyzer, but now they've added a Mando on that first tree on the right. Let's see what Austin's got for us. Beautiful line.
Yeah, it was. It matched the upslope perfectly. Good speed control.
Tough to tell how small that ceiling is, but it is really low, and Armando just throws a beautiful shot. About as good as you could draw it up.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Hole.
And Sean, trying to stay low under the branches, finds the early hillside.
Oh, Christian going left-handed backhand roller. Oh, it just went hard. Oh, another few rotations, and that's going to be parked, and it rolls all the way back down. I believe he's safe over there across that cart path.
What a shot to pull out and attempt and almost perfect in the round. It's crazy.
And a very nice approach shot from Sean. Wasn't my best shot of the round. I'm going to be looking at 30 feet to save par. Nice little approach from Christian. And this is somewhat of a guarded putt right here. Kind of have to try and think about making this one in on an Anheuser. And just no chance at all.
Oh, looked like it hit a lot of chains there, but just a little too left.
It's a good par save from Sean. It's going to be my first bogey of the round to drop back one behind Austin.
And Armando picking up a birdie here moves within one of you and two of Hoop at 5 under. What a great drive, just not even having to putt on this hole.
Yeah, at only 240 feet, it really didn't get birdied that much. All right, moving into hole 13. It's a par 4, 480 feet. You've got a few tight windows off the tee. You can go wide hyzer. We've seen forehand roller up the middle. We've seen Anheisers up the middle. Armando going low, Anheuser kind of burning this one over. He's going to have a longer approach, but shouldn't be too difficult.
Hoop with the low sidearm.
Yeah, super flat, almost
Yeah.
no wobble.
Yeah. Oh, and Sean's going with a sidearm roller here with his enforcer.
Yeah, that's pretty much taking those trees out of play. I really like this play. Just gets you up and gets you in position.
Looks like Christian will be doing the same.
It's an easy play.
Yeah, he said he liked it enough to change his game.
Oh, he wasn't going to.
No, he wasn't going
Easy
to.
play.
He didn't quite get enough angle on it, so he'll be short of Sean, but he's still up there quite a ways.
And I'm even thinking about it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, but you up for the wide route.
Super low stress.
Nice skip. What is that one?
That's Cloudbreaker.
All right. Armando, good looking sidearm. He probably wanted that one to be a little bit wider.
Man, beautiful putter approach from Christian.
Yeah, it was. I like Sean's footwork on his shorter approaches. He's really slow and he seems like he's perfected that down tempo run up.
Nice little buttery approach from Austin. Tossing my link up there.
All right, and Armando seems to be the only one with a putt.
This is a little tricky, somewhat downhill, and that green is in play a little bit. He's going to have this for his par. And that's going to be a tough hole to take a 5 on when the rest of the card is pretty much parked for their birdies. And this is probably playing as one of the easier holes on the Hills course.
So right when he picked one up on the last hole, he gives it 2 back.
2.
They come and they go. It's golf. Sad when that happens, but
It's very sad when it happens on the easier holes. All right, moving into hole 13. It's a par 3, 305 feet. Nice little green up here. Got a rock wall right behind it and to the right. No OB to speak of. Somewhat of a low ceiling shot. And you need to beat that bathroom on the left.
Wow.
Another ideal forehand from Austin.
Yeah, he really knows his distances. And Sean here with a machete.
Good looking shot.
Yeah.
Christian going turnover backhand. Didn't quite get the angle he wanted on that release. He's gonna have a pretty obstructive.
Yeah, very obstructive.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one.
It's interesting to see the shots he chooses when he has so many different shot shapes in his toolbox.
Yeah.
Nice sidearm there.
Oh, Armando hanging on to that one a little too long.
Going with his amp, which he said is one of his favorite discs in his bag. It's cool to see the variety of discs being an unsponsored player. And just, wow, that was a great bit.
Yeah,
Wow.
he almost made it. Armando's got a tricky putt after going backside. All right.
Kind of a little high push putt. He's still trying to get out of the bushes.
I'm just trying to keep up with Hoop at this point.
I like that Hoop has the little grip bag on CX2.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah.
All right, moving into hole 15. One of the more picturesque holes on the Hills course. It's a par 3 coming in at 414 feet. You've got an OB cart path, all on your right, and you do have a green long. Austin going big turnover here, and that looks ideal. Wow. Yeah, he's within 20 feet.
It looks very long.
It's a long hole. Yeah, it's definitely a full shot for the majority of the field here. That world actually hyzered out on him a little too much. He is going to be safe across that cart path, though. And I loved the angle on this one. Just didn't get the height.
Tiny bit higher.
I
Wow.
know it.
But you got a nice little skip there. What are you looking at, like 50 feet?
Yeah, maybe so. It's makeable.
Armando here with the CD2.
And that's high. Needs to hold it. Oh, and it does hold it. Coming back now.
Ooh, and a little
Oh,
skip.
wow.
Beautiful. He's
Two.
got CTP so far.
Yeah, 2 beautiful drives on this hole.
Oh, he knows he over-rotated on that one. Found the ground way too quick. And he's looking at a long, difficult approach, especially considering, look at his stance right there. This is a Big Bird rock.
Good looking line. Oh, maybe just a little hot. Oh yeah, he's gonna have a circle 2 putt for his par save.
All right, look at the focus on Sean's face. He's running this, right?
Looks like he's dialing it up.
Ooh.
Kind of the high soft bid.
Yeah. Tiny bit low there, but nice and direct, powerful putt.
The sun has come out. That Bay Area sunshine.
Oh,
Just a little low.
you can see the sun just in his eyes. He's having to squint. Makes putts a little bit harder, but he scoots it in there.
That's a really solid birdie.
Yeah.
And we're going to see 2 birdies on this hole. One of the better birdies on the course, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, if I saw the tee sign that said 414, I would have thought, I gotta at least try to throw it about 440 because it looked like way longer.
No, it does play pretty long. All right, we're moving into hole 16. It's a par 3. Pretty low ceiling. We're throwing downhill with a low ceiling, and then we gotta come slightly back up the hill. The sidewalk, the entire length of the hole is OB on the left, so it takes that forehand or that roller out of play. This is a really tricky hole. To get this one low enough to not hit the trees, but high enough to climb the late hill is pretty tough. Austin with a good looking forehand, but it just drops down. 80 short.
Oh, Armando out of his hand, knew it was too high. Kind of fought through a little bit, but it's still going to be well short and in the woods on the right.
A little too high from Sean. Going to drop down to a 120-foot approach.
Oh, and you trying to correct on the past three's mistake of too high, just a tiny bit too low.
It's a
fine line.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you see anybody throwing rollers in practice?
Not too many because of the way that it slopes down to the right.
You're looking cool though.
Does tend to slope pretty fast past this basket, so these approaches are actually pretty tricky.
And it seems like this course has a lot of short grass, so you get a lot of skips. So when they're coming in fast, you get a lot of
And it's still wet too.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay, because you're playing early, you said, right?
That's right. It's still in the morning, and there's just a ton of moisture out here in the Bay Area. Beautiful approach from Armando.
One time.
Wow.
Trying to toss that one in a little bit.
Got very close. Hoop a little out of range. Just kind of tries to put up a floater and hope it goes in. Wow. Beautiful putt from Sean to save par. Great putt. Not a lot of better feelings when you're looking at a circle's edge to save par and hit it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't want that overstroke on your scorecard, especially when you got a competitor on your card that's at 10 under.
Good putt.
Nice looking Anheuser putt from Christian. As slow as I think I'm putting, it still looks like it's going pretty fast into the basket.
Yeah, you're rocking them in there.
All-star par. All right, moving into hole 17. It's a par 4, 514 feet. This green is blind and out of bounds, and there is out of bounds long, left and right. The basket is somewhat elevated. We're gonna see some backhand Anheisers off this tee. Really, you want to get enough distance to where you can kind of see where the pin's at without making it on top of the hill and onto the green. Good looking pull from Armando.
Sean with that world again. He seems to be loving that one.
Oh, nice pull, dude.
Yeah, that's a huge bump. Pretty much ideal position right there.
Is that a world?
Yeah, he can almost kind of give it a long bid, jump putt over that green.
Only been throwing about 2 weeks, so it's
That looks like a similar angle to Sean's.
You're getting some great rips there.
Nice.
Out of that. Come back.
Just a little too turned over from Christian. He's headed back down the hill, and he's just in bounds over there on the right.
Gonna be throwing his rock from here, but it's blind. You can't see the basket really. Makes it a little bit more difficult.
He's gonna have a circle's edge look for his birdie. Austin hanging that Firebird out wide, and he's gonna be within 20 feet. There's that vibrant putter again. What is that?
Yeah, he
Is that
didn't.
the soul?
He didn't let us know on that one.
Out of production though, for sure.
Yeah.
Just Color Glow FD3 approach.
Sean with that zone again. Little Annie sidearm. He seems to know exactly when it's going to break out of its flight and hyzer. Looks like the basket's a little bit higher than normal.
Yeah, this one's elevated a little bit. Beautiful putt from
Yes.
Christian. Yeah, we don't really play on these baskets too much on the tour anymore. A little bit older of a catching device, and definitely a little bit harder to get them to stick.
Mm-hmm.
Hoop moving to 11 under with 1 to go.
It's gonna, I mean, if he can just even par the last hole, this is gonna be a really hot round. What were you expecting going in to this round would be the hot score?
Honestly, not to lie, I was expecting 12 was going to be the hot score.
Okay.
So he's on pace.
Right on pace,
That's
yeah.
right.
Super stylish. You can wear this thing on the course, off the course. You let people know you're representing disc golf out there when you're wearing shirts like this. Also very soft, very comfortable. I feel like I'm wearing silk in this and it's cotton. How did they do that?
Shout out to Enseñat Champion Disc for sponsoring the event. Moving on to the final hole of round 1, hole 18. It's a par 3, 435 feet, severely downhill. I mean, at least 100 feet of elevation change on this one. That green on the right is OB, and there's a sidewalk OB on the left.
Wow.
The funnest hole on the course.
I mean, what a way to end your round.
Yeah.
But
so
also
much fun.
you want to throw like 15 shots at it, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And look at this from Hoop, just a laser beam with the Firebird.
12 times.
He's dialed. He's within 25 feet to go to 12 under par.
And that's a scary shot with the sidearm too, because if you don't get enough power on it, once it starts coming out of its flight and hyzering, it's going right towards that OB green.
Armando,
Beautiful shot from Armando.
backhand mid-range?
Breaker with a breaker, yeah.
What's a breaker?
It's a DGA mid-range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean going what I would say is the more traditional route here, the wide backhand hyzer. Believe with a PD2, and he's going to be in circle 1 for his birdie. I liked Hoop's line a lot. I'm trying to mimic that a little bit.
But a little wider. I like that. It's a little safer.
Hit it.
Ooh, tombstone. Now you're going to have a downhill look at the basket. And if you miss, potential OB. That's a scary spot to land.
Christian coming up just short of the out of bounds. We're all safe.
I love his hug face.
Someone needs to make a GIF of that, please.
Get it. Got it.
Oh my
no.
goodness. That was such a beautiful run.
Oh, we all thought he made that one. Beautiful putt from Christian.
Stay in there.
Just a tiny bit too far left. And Armando put together a good round. You know, if he hits that, he goes to 8 under. Even not hitting it, 7 under seems pretty hot.
Yeah, and he had a double bogey.
Yeah. All right. Great putt.
18 always seems to bring some of the most nerves. I'm really stoked to get that one in the basket.
Jump up to double digits, 10 under.
And no problem from Austin. What a great round from the young kid.
The turtle.
The turtle.
That's what we hear that they call him.
Slow and steady, baby.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was right on the pole.
Man, that's the first spit out we've really seen from this round, and it happens to come on the final hole, and that's just a bummer from Christian. All right, guys, that coverage looked as good as I expected it to look. This course is just so beautiful, too much fun. Austin Hoop showing us how it's done, 12 under par. Myself, not too bad at 10 under. Armando, 7 down. Sean Tapley ended up at 5. We're gonna look at some of the scores from the first round. And there's our feature card. Austin in the lead. Local Jeff Faze, Rylan Plumer, both at 11 under. Really looking forward to playing the Bay course. That is the second 18-hole course at the Lake Chabot golf course proper. Thanks so much for tuning in to this coverage, guys. It's been a real pleasure for Paige and I to commentate.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see what the round 2 coverage looks like. We got some new players, and Jeff Faze, I know, is such a good player from that area, so I'm excited to see it.